The morning sun had only just touched the tips of the Gatineau hills when a young girl clipped on her skis and pushed off into the snow. Her name was heggtveit, a soft-spoken Canadian girl whose determination was far louder than her voice. Skiing was in her blood. Her father had been a champion skier, and her mother had taught many others how to race. But, no one expected that this child, small, quiet, and barely tall enough to carry her own skis, would one day rewrite Canadian skiing history. Anne was only 15 when she stunned the skiing world by winning the Holmenkollen Giant Slalom in Norway, one of the most prestigious ski races on earth. Reporters called her "Win Impossible." Competitors wondered how a Canadian teenager could defeat Europe's greatest alpine skiers in their own backyard. But Anne knew the truth. It wasn't magic or luck. It was training on bitter cold mornings, falling hard, standing up again, and carving the mountain until it surrendered to her will. After that early victory, the world expected her to soar instantly to Olympic stardom. Instead, she faced setbacks, injuries, inconsistency, pressure. There were moments when the world stopped talking about her. Moments when people whispered that her early victories had been, a fluke. But Anne never believed that. She trained harder. She pushed faster. She treated every slope not as a threat, but as a new chance to rise. It was the 1960 Winter Olympics in Squaw Valley, USA. A freezing morning, hard-packed snow, razor-sharp turns, the kind of slalom course that punished even the smallest mistake. Anne stood at the top of the Olympic hill, calm, focused, and ready. As she leapt into the course, she cut each turn with perfection. Her skis seemed to float, yet carve with precision. Not once did her rhythm falter. When she crossed the finish line, the scoreboard flashed a time so fast that the crowd gasped. Anne Heggtveit had just delivered the run of her life. She won Olympic gold in slalom, the first Canadian skier in history to do so. Moments later, she was also awarded the World Championship title, completing a rare double victory achieved by only the greatest in the sport. It's such an incredible achievement, something that only a few can even dream of. Anne's triumph was more than a medal. It was a message to the world. A Canadian could conquer the Alps. A young girl could outski legends. And, quiet determination could echo louder than any roar. She retired shortly after, not because she had nothing left to give, but because she had already given her country something unforgettable, a belief that Canadians could shine on the steepest slopes of the world. In one lifetime, Anne Heggtveit won the Olympic gold medal in slalom. Back in 1960, became a world champion. In that same event was the first Canadian skier ever to win. Olympic gold received the Lou Marsh Trophy as Canada's top athlete of the year and was inducted into the Canadian Sports Hall of Fame.